We are getting towards the end of April 2009. We're so excited to be starting with so many different types of people joining our company, and this webinar is here to tell you a little bit about what we do, and then also what the positions entail, what the pay is, and what the process is for becoming employed with us. So we're going to move on to the next slide here. Okay, about Rebate Zoo. Rebate Zoo is a loyalty rebate card. That means we give consumers, everyday people, a chance to have a membership program where they get up to 10% back, or at least 10% back and up to 50% cash back on all purchases. And that means cash back into your bank account for every receipt that you have in your pocket. And the reason why we're able to do that is because we have corporate sponsors that pay us for different trends reports, not your personal information, but different trends as far as what's happening in San Francisco versus LA and things like that. And so as a result, they're able to give you a rebate. Our customers get $60 to $250 per month cash back, and then we have other super special discounts that are offered as the company as a customer participates more with the company in the program, and that's the loyalty component. So if you have a favorite thing and you keep buying it over and over again and you keep submitting receipts for it, companies offer bonuses to understand more about your purchases. Again, not your personal information, but just what you like and what you don't like, so they can keep buying it for you and offering it to you, and then it's a win-win for everyone. The Rebate Zoo card features are that, of course, like I said before, you get at least 10% cash back on every receipt and everything you buy, both online and in stores. $250 cash back per month, $3,000 per year, and we also honor expired coupons and things like that. And then we also have a referral program where you can make up to $3,000 per month referring customers to our program. That's if they buy a membership. And it's just a ton of really good money, and it's like having a part-time job, except you're just getting paid to do what you already do, which is shop. But that doesn't actually have anything to do with you. You're actually being employed by the corporation. And Rebate Zoo Corporation has 3 different employment programs. And these employment programs are corporate bloggers. You can star in our YouTube videos, and then you can also be a video cameraman for our YouTube videos. And so with these positions, you're actually not part of the consumer program. You're part of the corporation. And you'll be working with management teams to do different projects and different things to get the word out about our card and our services. So just to tell you a little bit about the different positions in detail, the first one's the corporate bloggers. You're basically writing e-zine articles for us. You're reviewing coupon and discount sites. They're one-page articles. We now have a library of 360 sites for you to review. We also have different industry articles, 50 assignments available about our industry, meaning cards, rebates, finance, consumer products, retail, things like that. And we offer $10 to $50 per page depending on your level of experience. High-level experience obviously gets $50 per page. Low-level or mid-level experience gets in the middle, and then beginners get $10 per page. Really what we're looking for is talent, then experience second, and then people who really are passionate about writing third. And so not that those are in order per se in importance, but it's just the criteria that we're looking for, and we want all 3 of those components to be in place. Then we also have YouTube actors, and the YouTube actors get paid $50 per 20 minutes of actual acting time. You have to go through the interview process with us, like attend this webinar, and then you also can get paid to blog about your video. So you can get paid $10 to $50 per page, again, depending on the level of experience and your writing ability, things like that. And not all actors are guaranteed to be able to get paid to get blog, but if you have the talent to write and the talent to act, it's a good opportunity. Or if you guys know anyone who's that kind of person, please send them our way. Then we also have the video cameraman, and we are taping YouTube videos every Saturday. And that's starting either this week or next week. We're still negotiating a bit with SAG, and SAG's a little bit of a lengthy process, so we're just trying to figure out timing and who's union and non-union. We had about 200 actors apply for an audition in this economy. I'm sure you can imagine we get a lot of applications for a lot of different people. And so we still have to sort through that, sort through SAG, but we are starting either this Saturday or next Saturday with YouTube videos, and then Man on the Street interviews, which are kind of like the Jay Leno style interviews where we tell people about the card and we see what they just bought out of the store and things like that, and we arrange the tapings in advance with the stores. And then we go from there, and it's pretty exciting, and we negotiate the rates privately with the video cameramen depending on their level of experience and what they want to bring to the table and how much of a production facility they have, how much post they can do, things like that. So there's different components on the video camera side. We can accommodate people who are one-man shows. We can accommodate people who just do camera. We can accommodate people who are in the middle. We can accommodate people with relationships and, people who are entrepreneurial, more sales-oriented. There's other opportunities as well. So, again, if you are a video cameraman or you know video cameramen or women, that is a really great opportunity to do some work and actually do some really cool stuff on YouTube and have a lot of material to show and make some good money. So what are the next steps? The next steps, as we mentioned in our email newsletter, are to follow us on Twitter or Facebook to get updates, to submit paperwork and get your Rebate Zoo card so you actually know what it is you're talking about and what it is we do. We like to hire people who actually know what the company does. And then you get your first test assignment, we try you out, and then you get hired permanently after you are approved from your test assignment by our management team. And then you get paid on a biweekly or monthly basis depending on how much work you're assigned. And so if you're assigned a lot of work, obviously that's a biweekly paycheck. If you're assigned a little bit of work, it's a monthly paycheck. And we do require formal employment paperwork. Because the state of California is getting pretty strict on paperwork, we can't do freelance unless you actually have a DBA with clients and you have a full registration for a business, that you're just not trying to get off not paying taxes because California will just zing you, and all the other states are getting pretty strict because the economy is so tough. So we do have to require employment paperwork unless you really have a business set up in advance of working for us that is servicing other clients besides us. And there's some particular criteria for that. So just in case you're wondering about why we're saying employment paperwork versus independent contractors, because they're really cracking down on that. FedEx, in fact, just paid a huge set of fines, billions of dollars, to the feds and to the state because they violated these policies. So we don't want to start that. So we want to make sure that we have all the paperwork in. So if you feel bogged down by paperwork, we apologize. It's not our idea. It's the state and the IRS. So that's essentially our webinar for today. That's just the orientation so you know what you're getting into. You can hear it verbally. And then we're going to actually send you an email to follow up with Matt Mills, who's our Chief Operations Officer. And his email, if you want to know what it is matt.mills@rebatezooonline.com. And again, it's rebatezooonline, not rebatezoo.com. It's matt.mills@rebatezooonline.com. And I'm going to pause for a minute or so just in case you have any questions on the chat log and you want to chat and getting other questions answered. Thanks so much for attending the webinar. I'm just going to hold for a moment, and then if there are no questions, then we'll go ahead and end the webinar.